I uninstalled all of my social medias except for YouTube, obviously. Um, yes, I got rid of TikTok, I got rid of Instagram, and my reasons for this is because I've been experiencing so much overwhelm and I haven't been able to focus on my own life and my own goals. I need to strategize and study. I have so much to learn, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I have no shame in not knowing what I don't know, if that makes sense. Ignorance is bliss, and I'm definitely experiencing a whole new meaning in that statement lately. Once your eyes are open, you can't really close them anymore to what is going on in our world, in our country. I choose to not ignore the grand scope of things. Not to say that I know better than others, but I want to learn. I have the desire to learn, and this is all coming from somebody who was raised in. I was raised as a Christian. Not to sound disrespectful to those who do believe in God, but for me, looking back in retrospect, it was a cult, and I do not participate in the cult anymore. Um, my motto is just loving people, letting people come as they are, and I can't really condone personalities that just choose to not love others. Um, because it is a choice you make. And I understand that all of the religious rhetoric will tell you that no, this is a loving judgment. We're saving people. I'm not really interested in preaching that anymore. I think it's all of our own individual responsibility to find the meaning of life for ourselves as individuals. And community is important, so I understand that piece of going to a church every Sunday morning or Bible study on Wednesday night. But I'm choosing to talk to people from all walks of life and all kinds of backgrounds and beliefs. And I don't need people to conform to my worldview. I just choose to love people and listen. And I think that that is the direction in which I'm committing myself to. So, with that said, I'm going to be creating a YouTube series just kind of following my boring little nobody life. My husband and I just moved, and so I feel like I'm pushing the reset button in almost every aspect of my life. I'm pulling away from those who do not feed my spirit. I'm not here to tell anybody what to think. I know that I believe in love. I believe in loving people. I don't believe in conformity. I believe in just being real. And man, my phone just died, which is so freaking annoying. But anyway, and I had to change like the quality of the video because my phone is freaking full and I need to clean it off. I wanna get super organized and not have these kinds of technical issues. Anyway, yeah, I just want to love people, and I just want to be that person that can be friends with anybody. But I do find that when I was in the cult, I couldn't be friends with just anybody. You couldn't accept others. That was going against the grain of Christianity. Christianity thrives on conformity, getting more people to follow this faith. That's how you keep it alive. You have a bunch of babies, which Christianity does encourage, and then you indoctrinate your children and you keep this religion alive forever and ever and ever. And I just don't want to participate in anymore. I don't. I think that I just feel the most found and free that I ever have, and I don't give. I call it the source. I don't know if it's a loving being all the time. I think it's quite moody. I think that it's rather vain to give God a name. Who are we? Who are we? And the validity of the Bible, I don't trust it. I think that to insinuate that the Bible is God breathed is kind of just sounds a little bit cuckoo to me. But I would love to hold more conversations. There are things that I know that my church hurt will, my biases will show, and I'm willing to admit that. I do not want to encourage my bias forever, but there are things that I am choosing to not participate anymore, and I think that should be acceptable. I thought that this country was divided by church and state. And for as long as it is, I'm going to continue to disbelieve in one God. Who are we to say? If you haven't died and gone to heaven yet, then I just don't think that it's for you to say. Those are some lyrics to one of my songs that is unreleased, so be on the lookout. Working on the album. Gotta focus. Gotta get in the studio, get off this fucking phone. Apologies. I'm trying to learn some new creative language for sure. I got a thesaurus, a pocket thesaurus actually, and I'm pretty excited about it. These pockets are pretty massive. That thesaurus will fit right there. Anyway, this is my first video, and I kind of want to show you around. This is my bathroom. That's my bathroom. It's pretty cool. Oh, I should have used that lens. This is the biggest bathroom I've ever had. I'm so grateful. This is a condo that we moved into. I'm not gonna give you a full-on tour or anything. I do want to show you my studio, like my art studio, not my music studio yet. I'll show you that at a later date. But let's go down the hall. So this is my closet slash where I'm gonna be like painting. I have a whole bunch of canvases here. Very excited about, freaking painting some masterpieces. I got my closet here, but you see the problem was I have a stationary closet there now. I painted the inside of the closet, but the bar completely bowed and fell on me, actually. It was pretty scary. I think it's evidence that I have way too many fucking clothes. Sorry, I was looking at myself when I should be looking at the camera. I'm a thrifter. I was raised on secondhand everything, and I plan on sticking to that. I don't want to buy new much of anything, because what's the point? With our consumeristic society, capitalism, people get sick of things pretty quickly and get rid of perfectly good stuff that I'm totally fine with hand-me-downs. I'm totally fine with your once worn dress. I will totally grab that for $2 after you spent 50. But I also need to stop showing up. Anyway, I was trying to tell you a story. Let me turn my camera around again. Okay, so this closet fell apart. Now there's a stationary one in there, so I'm actually gonna dismantle this closet as well. I'm gonna put all these clothes on this stationary closet that I just built, and then this is going to be like I'm gonna put a desk in that closet. I just have to get one that's the correct dimensions. It'll all pan out, but I'm going through things. I'm getting rid of a lot of my old art, just like giving it away, and I'm pretty excited about it. The more that I hone in, the more that I focus, the more that I take my time back, the more powerful it makes me feel. And I want to make like real change. I want to truly help people. And I think that the more that I help myself first, the more that I will be empowered and emboldened to say things that might piss a lot of people off. But I want to make a difference. I want to make art that outlives me. I want to stand up for those who don't have a voice. I know what it's like to be voiceless. I know what it's like to be ignored and unheard. And I'm not gonna, this is not the trauma Olympics. I don't play that game. I do not play that game. But I know that the more that I work on my own healing, the more that I can actually show up for those who are truly, truly struggling. But it starts with me. I don't want to be a hypocrite, So yeah, I'm excited about this series. I don't know what all is going to go on. I'm studying to get my GED. I'm 33, working on getting my GED. Those are some lyrics that I'm probably going to throw in a song. I know I'm lame as fuck, whatever. Yeah, I feel like I'm learning something new every single day. The more people that I get to know. I have a lot of really cool artist acquaintances, friends, and I didn't really have a large sense of community growing up, and I am excited to see what happens here on YouTube. I'm excited to show up in my community more so. There's really cool open mic night here in Greeley, Colorado, downtown, and I want to start, reading my poetry and performing songs, and I don't have to make a post to my Instagram stories every single day. I don't have to post to TikTok every single day. I think that this long form content is really going to be good for me. I used to journal every single day, which is something that I'm gonna, try to do more so. And just pursuing, getting my GED and figuring out what I want to be when I grow up. It all feels like I'm headed in the right direction, and I want to keep this momentum going, and social media was not helping with that. I do plan to revisit social media once I'm in a better headspace and once I get more organized, once I've made some leaps and bounds towards my goals, especially with my music career. There's a really cool resource in Fort Collins. It's called the Music District, and I'm gonna actually be learning more about sync licensing. I'm gonna be doing a workshop, and I'm interested in getting my music and film, but I gotta make the art. I gotta show up for the art, and if I keep on talking about it and not actually fucking doing it, what's the point? What's the point? I don't want to be all talk. I don't want to be remembered as that one girl, but I won't even be remembered. Aren't we funny little beings? We're so desperate to be remembered. And I admit it. I want to be remembered. I just, I don't want to leave this world with regrets. Nobody does. So I'm going to work my hardest sorry, I'm opening the window. I'm going to work my hardest to not leave this world with regrets. Okay, I don't know how much I'm going to edit this video because I want to keep my videos pretty organic. I want to keep it real. Turn this around. Okay, so sorry, this is going to be like, I'm going to have to actually do a little bit of editing. Hang on there, hold on. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. God, I'm like acting like a boomer. Sorry, boomers. I love you. You're all right. You're pretty smart and all, sometimes. Okay, I think that this is how we're going to end things. I need to get a new tripod. Oh dear, what did I do? I need a new tripod because this is not working. My arm's getting tired. I want to get like one of them long ones and like a selfie stick. Is that what those are called? Anyway, I would love to get to know you guys. If you want to chill with me, I plan on going to the park and like playing ukulele. I'm gonna like do more videos in the studio, just kind of showing my process. I work in Logic. That's the DAW that I use, and yeah, I really appreciate your guys' time. Let me get to know you. What are some things that you've been up to? How does social media keep you from doing the things that you actually want to do? Or do you have any suggestions in which you think that I could benefit from when it comes to approaching social media and really just keeping it real? I hate these 3-second, manipulative videos that people post, and it's just, you get hooked, you get addicted. I admit it. That'll be the title. That'll be the title of this video. I was addicted to social media, and here I am trying to fix it. But I'm on YouTube, so am I a hypocrite? I don't know. I'm doing my best. I'm Sorry, I thought my phone died again. I need to get a new phone, but I don't want to because reasons. I just want to run this thing to the ground. I considered getting a flip phone because I need to spend less time on here and actually be getting in my studios and making the art. But I do enjoy the idea of sharing my process. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And if you are here for it, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know if you are also experiencing addiction to your phone, especially with all of the political chaos going on. I don't really care anymore about what side of the aisle you associate with. I don't trust any of the politicians myself. I just know that fascism, I don't want that. Let's get that out of here, okay? That's how I feel. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Love you. I'll see you next time. I hope this wasn't weirdly boring and manic. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye now.